Love bombing isn't affection. It's an advanced scouting mission for vulnerability, designed to overwhelm your defenses before they're even online. Imagine a new person entering your life, showering you with constant compliments, grand gestures, and declarations of instant connection. They tell you you're perfect, your soulmate, the one they've been waiting for, all within days or weeks. This isn't spontaneous romance, it's a strategic invasion.
Your brain, wired for connection and positive reinforcement, interprets this intense attention as profoundly validating. It feels like a fairy tale, an unprecedented depth of understanding and acceptance. This person seems to anticipate your every need, echo your deepest thoughts, and make you feel seen in a way no one ever has. You might dismiss any small red flags, believing you finally found the rare, perfect love story.
The manipulator accelerates the relationship, pushing for commitments, moving in, or isolating you from your existing support system. They might subtly imply that your friends don't understand your unique connection, or that family members are jealous. Soon, your world begins to revolve around this singular, intense relationship, and the source of all your joy seems to be this one person.
Then, the first crack appears. The constant attention lessens. Perhaps a text goes unanswered for hours, or a planned romantic evening is suddenly canceled without a clear explanation. It's not a complete withdrawal, just a subtle shift, enough to create a tiny tremor of anxiety. You start to wonder what you did wrong, or if their feelings have changed.
Your brain, now accustomed to that intoxicating flood of dopamine and oxytocin, registers the sudden absence as a threat. You instinctively try to re-establish the intense connection, perhaps by being more accommodating, more affectionate, or more compliant. You chase the feeling, the high, believing that if you just try harder, you can bring back that initial overwhelming adoration.
This is where intermittent reinforcement begins its insidious work. The manipulator occasionally provides small doses of that initial overwhelming affection, a sudden compliment, a brief display of warmth, a "remember how good we were" moment. These unpredictable rewards are far more effective at keeping you engaged and compliant than constant positivity ever could be. Your hope is perpetually renewed, trapping you in a cycle of seeking, never quite reaching the original intensity. You become hypervigilant, constantly scanning for signs of approval, desperate to please. Your self-worth becomes entirely dependent on this person's fluctuating attention. You invest more and more, convinced that your efforts will eventually restore the perfect relationship you once had. But that perfection was never real. It was a carefully constructed illusion designed for control, and it's been replaced by a subtle, relentless form of emotional manipulation.
The overwhelming affection you received at the start wasn't love, it was a lure. The subsequent withdrawal and sporadic positive reinforcement are not signs of a complicated relationship, but the deliberate mechanics of psychological control. Recognizing this pattern is the first step to breaking free from the addictive cycle of seeking a love that was never genuine. If your brain just recognized itself, subscribe to Cognitive Sabotage.